Yeah, I've been on such a journey with this, right? Because I think sometimes there's a lot of shame when it comes to just wanting to do the best that you know you can do. And I think a lot of designers are like this. There is that stereotypical perfectionist designer. And of course, you can be paralyzed by by caring too much, I guess. You can be absolutely paralyzed. You can really work yourself to the bone. But I think we should get to a point where we basically treat all designers as like adults who are completely in charge of their own kind of like choices and decisions. And I think a lot of the times I cared way too much about a client and their brand, and I really wanted to make it work. And so I would kind of even use personal time or like time on weekends. This is such, I feel so like exposed saying this, but like sometimes like you just gotta see it through. So you kind of make it kind of like a moment at a cafe on a weekend, and you kind of like just go for it. Um, I think that has been like caring too much about something to the point where I love it has been my like superpower, and I'm not sure if it's going to be forever. But I do think that the world isn't kind of like boxed into these little kind of like spaces that we kind of like create for people to kind of like work in. I think when it comes to design, it really is something that I'm on a journey with. I'm trying to figure out how to balance my life with design. But at this very point in my life, I think there is just so much love that I have for design, and I care about it so much. And I do think that people who care a lot ultimately produce amazing things that people will love, because they can see that there is so much love and there is so much care that has gone into
Mm.
it. And I think when it comes to brands, I think um, don't worry about looking like you're like effortlessly cool, I guess. Like just be the brand that cares the most, and the people and the brands that care the most are ultimately the ones that win because they have so much willpower and determination behind them.
I also believe in the time we live now. There's so much throwaway content, so much throwaway design, so much, so much stuff that's so hollow and empty, that I do believe people resonate with stuff when they see something, a product, a brand, anything that somebody has poured time and energy and effort and love into. It really does feel different to
Yeah.
the thing that was just bought, like made online using a few tools for a few dollars and kind of chucked out into the world with no real sort of thought or energy or effort. I do believe
Yeah.
that's going to be a differentiator over time.
Oh, absolutely. And I think a lot of the brands that we've worked for at Racket Edge are interesting in the sense that they're like B2Bs that maybe a lot of people wouldn't find like that sexy to design for, but because like it's been designed by a team that just loves creating and loves the details, sweats the words, um, it has become something that people can look to and feel impressed by, whether in the design community or out there in the world. So I think you should never underestimate the product that you're designing for or the client that you're designing for, and never underestimate the power of loving something too much.